Hello children, let us continue with the MCQs related to the integral calculus. 71st question. Integration of e to the power of 2 log u du. Integration of e to the power of 2 log u du. So we know e to the power of, this can be written as, let I be equal to this. So integration of e to the power of log u squared du, which is nothing but simply u squared du. Now integrating this, we get u cube by 3 plus c. So you can see e to the power of 1, option C is the correct, 1 by 3 u cube plus c. So this is the correct answer. Now, going to the 72nd question, dy by y into 1 plus ln y squared. So let I be equal to integration of dy by y into 1 plus ln y squared. It's not ln y the whole square, ln y squared. Let us take ln y to be equal to t. Differentiating on both sides, you'll get it as 1 by y dy is equal to dt. Now substituting here, that will give you dt by 1 plus t squared. This is of the form integration of dx by x squared plus a squared, which is nothing but 1 by a tan inverse of x by a plus c. So this would give you tan inverse of, because a is 1, so tan inverse of t plus c. Now what did we take t as? Ln y. So this is now going to be equal to tan inverse of ln y squared, ln y plus c. So you can see option D is the correct answer. Tan inverse of ln y plus c is the correct answer. Coming to the 73rd, integration of tan theta minus 1 the whole square d theta. Let us solve that. Let I be equal to integration of tan theta minus 1 tan theta minus 1 the whole square d theta. Now, this can be solved easily by the method of, now I can expand this and write it as now let us expand this using the identity a minus b the whole squared. So that will give you 1 squared plus tan squared theta minus 2 tan theta d theta. Now let us club these two. You know 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. So let us write this as integration of secant square theta d theta minus integration of 2 tan theta d theta. Now we know integration of tan square theta is nothing but, secant square theta is nothing but tan theta, and 2 integration of tan theta will give you minus log of cos theta. So minus of minus will become a plus. So 2 log of cos theta plus c. So we can see that option D is correct. Tan theta plus 2 log cos theta plus c is the correct answer. Coming to the 74th, integration of d theta by 1 plus sin theta. Integration of d theta by 1 plus sin theta. Now let us multiply and divide by its conjugate. So that will give you 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 minus sin theta, which is nothing but integration of 1 minus sin theta by, this is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which is nothing but 1 minus sin square theta. But we know 1 minus sin square theta is nothing but cos theta. So now this becomes integration of 1 minus sin theta divided by cos square theta d theta. Now let me separate and write this. So that would give you integration of 1 by cos squared theta minus integration of sin theta by cos squared theta d theta. So 1 by cos squared theta, you know, is nothing but secant squared theta. So this is now going to be secant squared theta d theta minus sin theta by cos squared theta can be written as tan theta, secant theta, tan theta, because sin theta by cos theta will be tan theta and 1 by cos theta will be secant theta. So we can write this as secant theta, tan theta, d theta. Now integrating this, that would give you integration of secant square theta is tan theta. Integration of secant theta tan theta is secant theta plus c. So option D is correct. Tan theta minus c. Oh, sorry. Tan theta minus secant theta plus c. D option is correct. Now coming to the 75th one. A particle starting at rest at t is equal to 0 moves along a line so that its acceleration at time t is 12 feet per second square. How much distance does a particle cover during the first 3 seconds? These type of word problems, we have to frame the equation. So he says acceleration is 12t feet per second. 12t feet per second square. You know, acceleration is nothing but dv by dt. Now, what is being asked? He's asking you to find out what is the distance. So we have to find out the distance. So dv by dt is 12t, or let us bring bivariable separable method. We'll take dv to the side and 12t dt this side. Now integrating on both sides, we get it to be v is equal to 12t squared by 2 plus c, or that gives you 6. 6t squared. So v is equal to 6t squared plus c. Now he says when t is equal to 0, what is c? When t is equal to 0, c would t is equal to 0, v is equal to c, or we can actually substitute in the later stage. We'll keep it this way. So v is equal to, now what is v? V is nothing but ds by dt. We all know that v is nothing but ds by dt, rate of change of position. So that is now going to give you 6t squared. So 6, I'll write here 6t squared plus c is v, or ds by dt is equal to 6t squared plus c, or let us bring dt this side. So ds is equal to 6t squared plus c. Let us integrate on both sides. That will give you s is equal to 6 into t cubed by 3 plus ct plus, let us put another constant, a. So 3 and 6 can be cancelled. So you'll get it as s is equal to 2t cubed plus ct plus a. So this is the equation we are now getting. Now we need to find out the distance. Now he says, how much distance does the particle cover during the first 3 seconds? So this can be actually done within the limits 0 to 3. So this distance will be equal to 0 to 3, he says. For how much distance does a particle cover during the first 3 seconds? So we can see here, it is now going to be, now actually he says, since the particle is starting from rest, v should be 0. When t is equal to 0, v is also equal to 0. So this implies c is equal to 0. So we don't need the c here. All right. So it just becomes 6t squared. So we can actually take this c off. So when you integrate here, what do you get? You just now going to be simply, I'll explain again. So B is equal to 12t squared by 2 plus C, but C is equal to 0. So ds by dt is 6t squared. So V is ds by dt. It is now going to be 6t squared. Now looking at the problem, he says it starts, how much distance does the particle cover during the first 3 seconds? That means the limit is now going to be 0 to 3. All right, 0 to 3. So ds is equal to integration of 0 to 3, 6t squared. So when we integrate, the limits are now going to be 0 to 3. So 0 to 3. So that would give you 2 into 3 cubed is 27, which is equal to 54 meters. Sorry, feet here. So 54 feet. C is the correct option. All right, 54 feet. So C is the correct option. Now coming to the 76th problem. The equation of the curve whose slope at the point x comma y is x squared minus 2 and which contains a point 1 comma minus 3 is 1. So it is given that the curve, equation of the curve is x squared minus 2. Equation of the curve is given as, so let us take it as dy by dt. Slope is x squared minus 2. Or dy is equal to x squared minus 2 into dx. Let us separate the variables. Or integrating on both sides, we get it to be y is equal to x cubed by 3 minus 2x plus c. Now we need to find out the value of c. What does he say? He says it contains a points 1 comma minus 3. So in the place of x, we can put 1, and in the place of y, we can put minus 3. So in the place of, in the place of y, let me put minus 3, and in the place of x, we can put 1. So that will give you 1 cubed by 3 minus 2 into 1 plus c. So that we can find out the value of c now. So that gives you minus 3, let us bring everything to the side, minus 3 minus 1 by 3 plus 2 is equal to c. Or that is now going to give you, let us take the common LCM. So minus 9 minus 1 plus 6 is equal to 3c, or therefore c is equal to minus 9 minus 1 is minus 10 plus 4 is now going to give you minus 4 by 3. So c value, the value of c is minus 4 by 3. Therefore, the curve, equation of the curve is now going to be y is equal to, so in the place of c, we can now put it as 1 by 3. So x cubed by 3 minus 2x minus 4 by 3. So we can see that option D is the correct answer. Now coming to the 77th. A particle moves along a line with acceleration 2 plus 60 at a time t. When t is equal to 0, its velocity equals 3, and it is at the position s is equal to 2 when t is equal to 1. Then the position s is equal to what? A slightly tricky one. Now let us take, so it is given that the particle moves along the line with an acceleration. So acceleration we know is nothing but dv by dt. All right. So that is given as 2 plus 6t. Now let us find out the value of, or let us find out v now. So let us integrate by the method of variable separate. Let us separate the variables. So 2 plus 6t. Integrating on both sides, that gives you v is equal to 2t plus 6t squared by 2 plus c, or that gives you 3, which is nothing but 2t plus 3t squared plus c. Now, as we did initially, when t is equal to 0, velocity is 3, he says. So when t is equal to 0, v is 3. So let us substitute here. We can see that 3 is equal to 0 plus c, or this implies c is equal to 3. So therefore, v is equal to 2t plus 3t squared plus 3. Now we know, but he is asking you for the position. So we need to find out the position. So we know dv is nothing but ds by dt. So ds by dt is nothing but 2t plus 3t squared plus 3. Or let us separate the variables. ds is equal to integration of 2t plus 3t squared plus 3 dt. On integration, we get it to be s is equal to 2t squared by 2 plus 3t squared by 3 plus 3t plus c. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So therefore, s is equal to t squared plus, sorry, this is 3 cubed, children. 3 cubed plus 3 cubed plus 3t plus c. Now to find out the value of c, he says s is equal to 2, velocity is 3, right? So when t is equal to 0, the position is 2. All right. When t is equal to 0, the position s is equal to 2. So let us now put, you can see that 2 is equal to 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus c. Or this implies c is equal to 2. So therefore, we can say that the position s is equal to, now substitute in the place of t squared. So this is now going to be t squared plus t cube plus 3t plus 2. So he's asking you to find out the position when t is equal to 1. So when t is equal to 1, s is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2. That gives you 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. So 7 units. So option B is the correct answer. Coming to the 78th one. Find the acceleration needed to bring a particle moving with a velocity of 75 feet per second to a stop in 5 seconds. This can be actually done without calculus also, but using calculus to solve this problem, what we can do is, we know that dv by dt is equal to a, or dv is equal to a dt. Integrating on both sides, we get v is equal to at plus c. v is equal to at plus c. So he says v is equal to 75 when v is equal to 75. The needs to be stopped. So to find out the value of c, we need to, t is equal to 0, v is 75. All right. So when t is equal to 0, v is 75. So that will give you 75 is equal to c, or this implies c is equal to 75. Now we need to find out the position now. So from this we get 0 is equal to, so when it needs to be stopped means v should be 0, right? What would be the acceleration when it stops? That means in 5 seconds. So time is 5 seconds. When t is equal to 5, v is 0. All right. So v is, so we can as well write it as v is equal to at plus 75. So when t is equal to 5 seconds, v is equal to 0. All right. So that would give you 0 is equal to a into 5 plus 75, or this implies minus 75 by 5 is equal to a, or therefore a is equal to minus 15 feet per second square. Feet per second square. So option C is the correct answer. Now coming to the last one, 79th question. Integration of x squared by x squared minus 1 dx. X squared minus 1 dx. When the numerator and the denominator have the same degree, we need to divide and separate. So x squared minus 1, when you divide, it goes exactly. So it goes once. So you can put it as x squared minus 1, change the symbols. So that gives you 1. So you can rewrite this as 1 plus 1 by x squared minus 1. Or we need to integrate. Again, this can be resolved into partial fractions. That is, x squared minus 1 can be written as x plus 1 into x minus 1. So you can write it as 1 by x squared minus 1 is equal to a by x plus 1 plus b by x minus 1. Now to find out the values of a and b, 1 is equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into x plus 1. Or from this we get equating the coefficient of like terms. You can see that when we equate the coefficient of x, we get a plus b is equal to 0. Let us equate the constant term. You get it to be minus a plus b is equal to 1. Minus a plus b is equal to 1. Let us solve both the equations. So when you add it up, a and a gets cancelled. So 2b is equal to 1, or this implies b is equal to half. If b is equal to half, a should be equal to minus half. Now substituting this in this value, you get a is nothing but minus half, right? Minus 1 by 2 into x plus 1 plus b is half. So 1 by 2 into x minus 1. Now we have all the values. So integration of x squared by x squared minus 1 dx is nothing but integration of 1 dx minus integration of, let me take the half outside. So half into 1 by, we took a to be, the first was a by x plus 1. So a by x plus 1 dx, as dx, and b is half, right? So plus half integration of dx by x minus 1. So that would give you x, on integrating you get it to be x minus half log of x plus 1 plus half log of x minus 1. This can be rewritten as x minus, I'll take half outside. So let us take x plus half outside. So that will give you log of x minus 1 by x plus 1. So plus c. So that would be the final answer. Yeah, 1 plus half log of x plus 1 by x minus 1 plus c. So this should be the correct answer. Sorry, x plus. So c should be the correct answer. So you shouldn't get confused between D, c and d. So when we integrate 1, we get x, is it not? So x plus half log of x plus 1 by x minus 1 plus c is the correct answer. But they have taken the, yeah, x plus 1. Sorry, children, A is the correct option because see, we got it as x minus 1 by x plus 1, right? So see, this is really confusing. We will have to be very careful with the options. So x plus half log of x minus 1 by x plus 1 plus c. So option A is the correct answer.